Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I've got something for the Silverado, but this can go on anything you've got. It can go on a truck, a car. I suppose you can even put it on a motorcycle if you want to. Golf cart, you name it, it can go on there, right? If you got a side-by-side, be great for that. Anything it's going to be good for. I've got my phone out so I don't screw this up, but it's from a company called BLIAUTO. It's BLIAUTO. And these are the R4 LED rock lights. So if you're not familiar, rock lights, it's a little bit of bling, and everyone likes to have that kind of stuff, but you can have that where it lights up your wheel wells, lights up your undercarriage, but it's also good if you're off-road. So they have different colors out there. These are amber and or white. So I'll probably shoot with the white because I got a white truck, but you never know. I have to see what they both look like. And a lot of times it's good if you're off-road. It lights it up, so if you're looking out through the window, you head out the window, you can see where your tire's up on a rock, and you can see what kind of obstacles you're getting into. I've already opened the box up. I looked at it a little bit, but not very much. So we're going to take a look right after this. Okay guys, so full disclosure, BLIAUTO sent these to me. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's either BLIAUTO or BLIAUTO. We're going to go with BLIAUTO. They sent these to me. They asked me if I was interested. I said sure, why not? And I had them the next day. They shipped them that fast, so I'm assuming if they can ship them to me for free that fast, if you buy them, then they will ship them to you equally as fast, or pretty close to it. So the box came inside of another box, and there's a little pamphlet in there, and they have a couple different applications you can use it for. They show all the same stuff. They got it on side-by-sides, they got it on motorcycles, and I had, if I saw even on a boat, I didn't say that, so I didn't even look at this, to be honest. It was in the bottom. I never even opened the bottom all the way up. So they're telling you the same thing. There's some minor instructions here, but I have the idea that this is probably going to be simple enough. I've done this before on the Gladiator. I don't think I made a video about it, but I'm going to show you what's included. So I think this has like 8 different lights, if I recall. We're going to find out as we go through it. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, and each light has a small cord attached, and it has a pad that you can mount the pad to. And the pad is probably a good idea to mount that, because what you're going to find is that's going to take away some of the shock absorption, so they don't vibrate to death. But there is a strip of white LEDs and a strip of amber. I'm not there right now. Okay guys, I had a little snafu with the 360 camera. I got no space on my SD card, so I had to back up some files. Anyway, I'm using my phone. So I was wrong. There's actually 16 of these lights, which I don't think I'm going to be able to use all of them. I think that's going to be pretty hard to do. But 16 is a lot of options. I mean, I was thinking like 1 on each tire, there's 4, and 1 front and back, that's 6. And I was thinking I was only going to get like 9. So then 2 on the sides, but I can probably put 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could probably definitely use 10 of them, but it gives you plenty of options. If I decide I need more, then I've got more. They give you some, let me see, there are some smaller cables here that are just like extensions, I think is what that is. And then they give you a lot of cable. So if we undo this cable right here, and we're gonna have, this is the controller unit, I guess, that turns them on. Seems to be plenty. So the ideal thing would be to run this down, get this down near the middle of the truck and go out from there. Hopefully that'll work out pretty good. Like I said, I think these are a couple of extensions. I just put them somewhere. Extensions to get you further back if you need to. And that's pretty good. Now in this too, I'm going to take you up here. We're going to look at this. So in here as well, they give you this stuff right here. So this is a relay, and the relay is going to attach somewhere up inside here. You got a hot wire that's going to attach, and the ground that's going to go to the battery, direct to the battery. Run this over, and then this goes out to that controller box that I just showed you a minute ago, that square box. So that's later. That's for later. But what it does have is it has a little controlling unit. Let me see if I can get it back out. I was playing around trying to see where I do this. Now this is always hard on the Jeeps. This can be harder on the newer Jeeps because they've really done a pretty good job of trying to make them so they are waterproof. But it has a little button right here. Let me make sure I can get you on got this on the camera. Okay, so they give you a little controller, and it's just one little button. So what you got is you got a red light, I guess, to tell you they're on, and you got a button. So I would imagine you hit that a couple times to get the amber or white. We'll find out as we go here. But yeah, that seems to be the way that's going to work. And I'm not trying these out. We're going to take it on faith it's going to work. So what I'm doing is I'm going down, and right here, see if I can get you, right there is a place where cables are going through. So pretty easy on the Silverado. We're just going to tuck it through that grommet, and then let me see if I can get it back through there. It went super easy the first go. Yeah, there we go. So put a little in there. I'm going to take you inside. Let's grab. And then coming up in here, and really what you got to do is just dig up through here until you find it. Let me put you down and see if I can get any of this on video. So I'm just going to reach in here, find that remote control. Okay, so let me flip you around here. Okay, so here we got the cable. It's out. So my gun's in the way, but we're just gonna take this thing up through the center here and try to bring it right up through that hole right there. So put you here. Let's just see what I'm doing. Pull that up right here, and we're just gonna leave it there for now. I'll probably mount it, sticky tape it right there or something like that. Wrap the wire down, the wire like right there. Sticky tape it, and I can reach underneath the steering wheel and hit it. I think that's a good place probably. So then that leaves us with this cable coming out. So we can take this cable and put you back on the tripod. Shut up, Siri. Watch is talking to me. We're gonna go ahead and take off.
I'm not sure I understand.
Will you stop? Oh my God, Siri! I have iPhone and Android. My iPhone is for work. My Android is for pleasure, and I hate iPhones. If you have an iPhone, you love it. Sorry for your luck, because I hate them. So basically, we're gonna take these and attach them right to the battery. So I can go ahead and do that for now, just to show you kind of how it works. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just sort of attach this thing to the ground over here. Okay, so if I come over there and I hit that remote button, well, actually before we do that, we're going to take, this line, we're going to set it right, here, and I'm going to go ahead grab the controller harness. It's 900 feet. Put this together. Put that together real quick. And then we're going to take one of these lights. Take one of these lights, plug the light in. There's a little pin in there, you just want to find the pin. So So let's go ahead and set this. Oh, the light came on. So there's white. There's white. I don't know if you can see that real good. There's white. Let me hit it again. Okay, so I thought it was white and amber, and I was thinking that was weird because amber, don't really care about the amber, but I guess they're all white, and I'm reading this, I read that wrong, so they are all white. So the lights do come on. They look pretty bright even in the daylight. It's 4:41. I'm in Florida, so there you go. You just hit that off. No lights. We're gonna hit it again. Light comes on. And you see the two lights on the dash. See them flashing? So that's pretty easy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Still waiting on the camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap these up right there, and I'll show you what I did after I did it. I'm gonna leave some stuff over there on the battery because they're not fully done yet. But I'm gonna run this wire through the harness there and get it all buttoned down. So I'll be back. Guys, so welcome back, and it's been a while. It's been a couple months since I started filming this video, and initially I got all the lights installed in the wheel wells where I wanted them, and then it was not long enough because I've got this longer truck. If it was a Jeep or something, it would be easy. Probably even a Gladiator might work, but maybe not. But it's not a Jeep or a Gladiator. It's a Silverado with the extended cab. It's got a short bed, but I did get it. So let me show you. The only thing I have to do now is I have to take this wire, and I've got to mount this switch right here. I'm going to mount it right here, like right. Let me see. I'm going to mount it. Let me turn you around. I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to mount it like right here. I got some two-sided tape, and I meant to grab some for my office at work, and I didn't. So I've got the wire just kind of hanging down right here, but that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on right now. So it's right there. I'm just going to throw it over the right there. That way. Okay, so if we come over here, you can see in the daytime that these lights are really bright, and it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's really bright. Here I'm going to show you exactly what I did to install these. Now, like I said, it wasn't long enough, so I contacted the people that sent me these to do a review on, and they sent me back some extensions. So they're about I think they're about 3 foot long extensions, and they sent me enough, more than enough. I only needed them for the rear. So if you have a longer truck, you may need to go ahead and purchase the extensions. I don't know how much they cost. I'll leave links in the description to the lights below, but I don't know as far as those. I'll try to find them so you'll have them. I'll try to link those as well. But let me take you down underneath. So it was really hard to do this and film it and run it and everything. So I didn't do that. I decided early on that I was going to go ahead and install it and take you back through and show you how I did it, because it's just too much work. It's too convoluted. This is not hard to do, but it is a giant pain in the ass. And by that I mean it's not hard. It's just you got to run it and you got to sort it and how it's going to run. But I'll show you how I did it. And I think if unless you really wanted to get insane and drill holes through your body, I don't see any other way to do it. The lights, I kind of just drilled holes, and I used little tiny the smallest little zip ties you can, and I looped zip ties around there and pulled it to the fender liner, and to me that works great. They're not coming anywhere, they're not going anywhere, and they work fine. But let me take you around. I'm going to try to show you as best I can exactly how I did this. So in the rear, I got the lights on. In the rear, I got the wires coming down, and I took those little zip ties, and about every, well, I don't have any right here, but about every few inches, about every 6 inches or something, I put a small zip tie. So I ran 3 cables down. I basically took 6 cables. There's 3 lights on each wheel well, so there's 12. So there's 12. They give you, I think, 14 lights or 16 lights, but you can only hook up 12. So that gives me 3 for 4 tires. It's 3 times 4 is 12. So I put 3 to the back. I put 3 to the back wheel. Let me try to get out of this zoom in I got here. 3 to the back wheel and 3 to the other back wheel. So I ran the wires down. I ran them down along the frame, and every vehicle is going to be a little different. I got like this evaporator or whatever this thing is, this pump evaporator thing or whatever. I don't know what this is, part of the fuel tank. And so you have to watch out for a couple things. First and foremost, you got to watch out for the exhaust. You don't want these to melt. And then the other thing is you got to watch out for your drive shaft. So what I did is I ran this cable down here. I tried to tuck it up as best I could. I just ran it. It might be a little ugly when you're under here looking, but no one's ever looking, so who cares, right? I'm not taking this thing Baja riding, so I don't really have to worry about scraping these off, because I don't plan on scraping my, you know, my transfer case apart and all that, so I'm okay. But I ran the wires down. I ran them over this side right here, and so basically I took the driver's rear wheel and I brought it over this cross member over to this side. Then coming from the passenger wheel, I ran the wires down along, came around the mount here, brought the wires up through here. Right, so these three wires, brought it around here, and I basically brought everything to here. And you can see I've got a lot of extra cable, and this extra cable's from the front wheels because the front is closer to where obviously everything hooks up to the battery and to the inside of the cab. So I've got a little bundle right here, and nobody can see this. There's nothing to worry about. I already have wires and stuff up here. These wires are for the lights under the steps. And then the contraption for the steps right here, and they have their own wire. So these wires they're up out of the way. You can totally not see this from outside the vehicle. You can only really see this until you get under it, so we're okay. So then for the driver's side, I ran the wires back over this cross member and up around underneath the wheel well. And then on this side, I basically did the same thing. And this is the control box. So the main wire is coming from the battery to here. And then it branches out from that to all these wires right here. Right there's all the wires. 12 wires coming out. But I ran those wires up. I ran them up along the body mount here, and they're running up along under the hood. Okay, so everything is tucked away. I'm going to show you. Get your lights under there. And these things are really bright. So when you're down here looking, you can't see any of that. I mean, you're in here. The only thing I still have to do is I got to get a smaller pair of cutters and cut these. I got to get a pair of scissors or a small pair of dikes and cut these off, because the ones I have, I just didn't cut them off yet. But I wanted to leave these on here so you can see. So I basically drilled off. There's a hole here, and I drilled a hole there. They give you screws. If you want to use screws, you can, but I didn't want to because it's too much of a pain in the butt. So I drilled a hole through there, and I drilled a hole right outside, and I ran the zip tie up and down and zipped it up. There you go. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's not that bad. It's really not. So then the other wires are coming through here, and they're going up into up underneath the hood. And I'm going to go around. It's hot outside. And I'm going to go around here. I'm going to open the hood and show you the inside. So again, the only thing I got to do is take those little zip ties and cut them off. And then I got to mount this right here. Just mount it somewhere. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because there's no need for it. But that's nothing. It's actually perfectly fine being how it is right here if I wanted to leave it, and no one will ever, because you really are never going to see that. I mean, you can't see it. So it really is no big deal. And I just realized that my steering wheel has another button right there. But anyway, so I popped the hood, come around here to the hood, and bear with me a second. Okay, so we're back under the hood, and right here is the relay, and the relay goes to the battery. I got this weird little thing right there. So basically, the red wire is going to a spot on the battery thing right there, and the black wire is going right to there. I have two black wires coming off of there. One goes to the relays for the steps, and then the red wire is for the steps, and that red wire right there is for the lights I just installed. So that's pretty much it. And then the wire that runs into the cab, this is not hard. If you can wire, I don't even know, man. If you can walk upright, you can figure this out. Okay, I promise you it's not hard. But when you come around here, you can't see any of them wires, and it looks pretty good. Now, A little bit, we're going to wait for the sun to go down. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to show you how bright these things are. These things are bright, bright, bright. And they actually get a little warm, but not warm enough to cause a problem. I'm a little warm, but I'm warm enough to cause a problem because it's hot. But anyway, really good lights. I'm really happy with them. I've had them on here about a day now. I drove to work with the lights on this morning, just driving down the highway, about 55 miles. Had them on. It's fine, no problems. Everything works good. Got out, looked at everything. Everything was fine. It all seems to work pretty good. And for the price you're paying, I think it's well worth it. So bear with me a little bit, and we're going to come back here and I'm going to show you what it looks like at night. And it's really bright, and I think you're going to like it. So stay tuned for that, which it'll be in a second for you, but for me, it's going to be hours. Okay guys, so before it gets dark and I show you this, I just want to show you that I did come back with a pair of scissors and I cut these underneath. You don't see them little whiskers hanging and everything. You don't even know they're there. If you look under here, you're not even going to notice them because they're getting full of mud and everything else, and they're still bright enough to shine through. If they get dirty, just wash them, wipe them off. But anyway, right back when it gets dark. Okay guys, so here we are at night. You can see the wheel wells are all lit up, all the lights. It's a pretty good turnout. Really lights it up so you can kind of see in your wheels and other people can see you. It's got a nice little trick light thing to it, and I think it looks pretty good. Adds a lot of visibility, and if you're able to look out the window when you're driving off-road, you can really see what you're driving over. All in all, I think it turned out great. I think 3 lights in the wheel wells was the way to go, and I think it looks just fantastic. So yeah, liked it. Liked the way it turned out. So thanks guys, thanks for checking me out. Really appreciate it. Please check the link below. Please hit subscribe, hit the bell. Also check me out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and check these links out. Go for it. I say do it because it really came out looking pretty good and pretty bright, and I appreciate it guys. And as always, peace out.